Hey everyone, I am Blind Ryan, and today I'm going to talk about pain management. This was requested by Drake, and Pops requested that I not do the cool fractals, so I figure what the hell. Now, as you might be able to tell already, I am a pain pretzel. My joints are just fucked. And part of that is due to the rain, which I'm assuming you all can hear. It certainly is rain. And that wreaks hell on the joints. But, I've got fibros, so inflamed joints, pulled muscles, just all that crap is the norm. So I deal with an unbelievable amount of pain on a daily basis, and I guess Drake wanted to know how I did it. Well, most of it is just to fight it, to be annoyed by it rather than crushed underneath it. And I found that works for me. Salt used to work for me, something about the nerves and conductivity and some shit, but it doesn't work anymore, not as well. It still tastes good, it's still nice, but it doesn't help. Medicine is also something that helps. I know I'm now permanently on allopurinol, even though I don't particularly want to be because of my gout, and that'll help with the gout flares. So that, medicine's obviously going to work. I'd like to get some pain pills, some low grade Norco. The lowest grade you can get, 5 milligrams of hydrocodone and 325 of acetaminophen. And when I got my ear surgery, those worked, but I can't get a hold of them anymore. That was something else he wanted me to go over, was the pain clinics, and fuck me, I've got stories for that. The other thing that helps me is sex, specifically the orgasm, because it releases dopamines or serotonin or some other shit. But I know it helps. Solo helps a little, with my wife helps a lot, and thank God she's understanding. Excuse me. Now to the pain clinics. Oh God. Not all pain clinics are bad, but the two I've went to are bad. The one I went to in California when they've canceled my Norco was telling me to get out and exercise, not giving me any help on how to get there, how to pay for it, how to actually do anything about it. Then they told me to go vegan. I told them I would get sick. They insisted that I go vegan. I went vegan, and my stomach acids ate a hole through the lining of my stomach. So, fuck those people. The one up here in Spokane, first they gave me a bunch of shit that there's no way my insurance would pay for, like cold laser therapy and nerve desensitization therapy and all this shit that, Then they sent me to physical therapy, which is a step up from the California one. The physical therapy place actually got me a a membership, a reduced cost membership at a fitness center called Move, MUV. Ugh. And they have a pool. And the pool is very nice for joint pain and very nice for asthma. And I go every couple of days. Well, I try to. The last month's been kind of a pisser. But I went earlier today. I'm going to go in a couple of days. Every other day. That way I give my body a chance to rest. 10 laps every other day. Do what I can. Work my way up to 15. Maybe work my way up to 20. I'd like to. But whatever. We'll see. Even if it doesn't lose me weight, it's still doing really good things for my lungs. We tested my lungs, and they're a lot better than they've been. They're not great. They're never going to be great. But, 31%, shit like that. So after the membership and the physical therapy, which I had to stop because of the heat and the sun and the smoke, good Lord, it's been smoky. I wasn't able to do anything. I told him I'd get back to him in September. I might not. I might just keep swimming. After that, they, damn, stupid lungs. They sent me to an EMG. They told me they wanted to do an EMG to test my nerve functions. After I told them that my nerve functions were extremely sensitive. After I told the doctor and the assistant working there that my nerves are extremely sensitive. He said this is like testing to see if there's a burned out bulb. Well, what'll this do if all the bulbs are hyper on, always bright? Well, what it will do is cause me the absolute worst pain I've ever been in my life. They said, oh, you might feel a pulse. I didn't so much feel a pulse as I felt a kick, like a horse's kick on my arms. Thank God they didn't do my legs. And they got through all the pulses, which is fine. They set one to another, or they set one nerve to another nerve, and they pulse it. That hurts. That hurts a lot, especially when they're going up here on fucking on this joint. That's a pain. Yes, that's indeed a pain. But they did both my arms, and then they did my they did the needles where they stick needles like right into your muscles, and they did one up here into my bicep muscle, and it caused me to scream, like howl. Oh God. Oh fuck. And I passed out twice on the bus ride home. I had them stop after they finished that arm. I couldn't take anymore, and I hated having to stop because I hate having to stop a test. I need coffee. And so I had nightmares for a month after that. And then I didn't meet with them for a while. I decided, okay, I'm going to do the gym. I'm going to do as much as I can. I'm going to chronicle everything. I'm going to give them this paper, and I'm going to tell them, look, I've done everything you've asked me to. Give me pain pills. Give me my 5 milligram Norcos. And even though they had a note from a psychologist that they sent me to in the same building saying that I would benefit from the pain pills, they refused to give them to me. Not only that, they didn't look at the paper I gave them, and the woman doctor left mid-sentence to shoo me out the door. So I was beyond incensed, and I quit that place. And recently my doctor tried to get me into another pain clinic, and the only other pain clinic is downtown. And frankly, I don't feel like having my buddy Brandon bust me over downtown. I feel bad enough having him bust me to the appointments he already does, and we pay him. So, no more pain clinics for me. So, moving forward, how will I deal with my pain? Well, I'll deal with it mostly the same way I've been dealing with it. I will hurt and hurt and hurt. If I have migraines that are bad enough, I've always got migraines that are bad enough. I will not be streaming as much. If I'm in this case where my pain has kind of taken a dip before it spikes back up again, I'll try to do videos. I mean, this one seemed particularly timely given the migraine that I had today. Oh boy. So, if I had any advice for anybody dealing with fibromyalgia, it's pretty much the same advice that the doctors give you. They want you to keep moving, keep exercising, because it keeps your joints from stiffening up. And I will tell you, it's been a couple of weeks since I've been to the pool. When I went earlier today, it felt like trying to shake rust off of them. It was very painful, but if I go every other day, my limbs, my joints feel more limber, and I hurt a little bit less. And then also, what else do they say? Stress. You definitely want to get away from mood swings and stress and all of that. Because every time I've dealt with a high stress situation, mood swings where my mood has gone from happy to angry to sad to fucking everything, it has led to migraines like you would not fucking believe.
Sorry.
It's not your fault. That's going to be fun on the video. No, I hurt too much. But, yeah, avoid stress. Eat what your body tells you to eat. There's a difference between a craving. Like, I'm always craving hamburgers because they're fucking delicious. But sometimes, for no reason, I will crave tomatoes, or I will crave salt, or I will crave, one specific thing. And usually that's your body telling you you need that thing. When you're dealing with fibro or chronic pain, it is a good idea to get that thing. And then, I don't know if sex will work for everybody, but it sure worked for me. Try to find an understanding partner, or, get over your hatred of porn and, hey! It really is all about determination. You have to be willing to kick your body's ass and get it to go. But you also have to know when not to crack the whip. Otherwise, you'll be in so much pain that you can't move. Because that's happened. I've overextended myself. God knows everyone has at some point or another. So, I think that's all the salient points that Drake wanted me to answer. I'm going to check Discord. I'm going to check the request to see if he had anything else. But if he didn't, I will sign off here. Short video, deal with pain management in general, especially when you're not properly treated by your doctors, medicinally speaking. Tips and tricks, and hell on earth that is dealing with pain management doctors in the medical community in general when you have pain that is caused by non-visible injury like mine. Well, I think I've covered that. As for fucking getting it diagnosed, that's important in the macro. In the micro, in your day-to-day, if don't think of it as a disease. Think of it as, this is the pain I deal with. Until such time as it is diagnosed. This is the pain I deal with. I have pain in my back. Deal with that. I have migraines. Deal with that. I have joint pains. Deal with that. Now that I know I have fibro, I know where the migraines come from. Everything is sensitive, including my ears, including my eyes. That's why I'm light sensitive. That's why I'm sound sensitive. Everything can be explained, but until it is explained, just kind of go with your gut. Everybody talks about how we're all rational people, but at the end of the day, it all boils down to instincts and what you can do if your body wants you to. I mean, if your body tells you to eat tomatoes, eat tomatoes. If your body tells you to eat salt, eat salt. If your body tells you it needs a drink of alcohol because, you're like with my migraines, if I take a little bit of alcohol, like a swig or a sip or a swallow, not even a full shot, it'll thin my blood up enough to where my migraine will have a place to move around and it'll hurt a little less. I'm not saying become a fucking alcoholic. I'm just saying, generally speaking, if you give your body what it wants in moderation, it won't fuck you. And people who live with chronic pain can tell you your body fucks you enough as it is. Anyway, Drake, I hope that answers your questions. I hope that answers your points that you wanted me to bring up. I have been Blind Ryan, and I will see you all next time.